You are not the prize. He is the prize.
Yeah.
He's going to cheat. He's going to cheat. He's going to have other women that are going to be in out his bed. Don't bring drama to his mama. Don't go telling his mama.
Men don't care about women finance. We don't care about y'all finance. I'm sorry.
When did Houston become the hot spot of spring break?
Now, I'm not mad at it. I gotta be honest. I'm not mad at it.
I ain't mad at it either, but at the same time.
$9 for a cup of Joe.
We're gonna force them to stop thinking about it because we're gonna go in their pockets. We're gonna raise these gas prices up. R.I.P. Charlie Kirk. But thank goodness that happened by one of his own. Man, it's everybody, man. You're facing dark entities and spiritual people that are playing with spirits and don't believe in God. They believe that they're gods. You feed a demon.
Do anything for clout.
Negative. You cussing them, that's praising him. You son of a bitch. Oh, please keep
Yes.
What do you think would happen if they did away with OnlyFans?
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Liftoff. We have a liftoff.
Welcome back, everybody. It's your boy Blastoff, and we came back again around the sun for the third, fourth, fifth, sixth. It ain't gonna stop, baby. We back in the mix, trying to put new things together, new fevers together, new heat together, man. It's the Ryl Talk podcast.
Welcome.
I am
to
your host, Darryl Blastoff, and
this is the President, and you know how we do, baby. Hitting you with that celestial racket, that cosmic choir, cutting through all the noise as we look down on the blue planet from the red planet, because we coming at you from a secret location on Mars, baby. The Ryl Talk podcast, part 3, season 3. Hey,
you know
look.
what, baby? Bittersweet, man. We back again, man. And you know what? This is going to be one for the ages. It's going to be movies made. It's going to be documentaries made off of the things that we've been through, man, and we just glad to be back, and we won't drop it. We coming with more heat, more consistency. It's just all around better. We got new things going on in our lives. We're going to be excited to share these things with you guys. A lot of new things going on in the world, man. And look, we took a hiatus. We went down there on Earth, man. Had to get down there and get some shit organized. But look, man, we had to come back up to the space habitation over here on Mars, man. Mars habitat, man. And you know, we glad to be back, bro. Hey, man. We locked in, man. Hey, y'all had no idea, man. This thing is life, and we love it, and we living it, and we doing it, man. So we're gonna be doing it again, baby.
But we can't thank y'all enough for giving us the things to talk about. Keep sending those emails. Keep sending those tweets. Keep reaching out to us. And hey, if you want to come on the show, you got something that you really want to talk about, we want to get real with you. We want to hear from the real ones.
Set up, man. And we got you to call
2026 so far has been an absolutely crazy year. It's been crazy. You have controversies on controversies. You have political strife. You have the new AI boom. You got it. You know it. We see it. Our telescope is powerful, but we need to hear from y'all. We need to get the best ideas on what you guys want us to talk about. We're going to talk about some controversial stuff today, but we just love that you guys have come back and once again supported us, giving us all the love. That stuff means the world to us.
You know what? We glad to be back, bro. And I'm telling you guys, it's been great. The whole thing, we putting together a team to make this thing flow more effortlessly. And you know, we're just excited to go ahead and we got episodes to drop, and we're just excited to get back in this thing. It wasn't gonna stop. But like I say, with everything comes a backstory and histories and things like that. And maybe one day in the documentary, you know, of Prez and Blastoff, man, the greatest duo on podcasting, and we declaring that now. That we'll have a biography, a documentary to share with you guys. But man, this is just part of life, man. And hey, man, like I say, we're glad to be back. It's 2026 year, time rolling by. New regime in the office,
new precedent in the office,
just drama going around the world, all across, and it's just good things and bad things. And some things have changed. Let's get into it, bro. You know, what you want to start off with, bro? What's been
I want to talk about the big rift that we're watching up here on the planet Mars between the masculine and the feminine energy down there on the blue planet, y'all. We see it. We hear it. We hear the celestial racket. We hear the noise from the satellites. Y'all beaming your messages into space. Men and women falling off. Men and women having trouble staying together. Even me, my little earthling thing, it didn't work out, y'all. It just didn't work out. But I ain't going to get into it, all that specifically right now. I'm just going to say we hear the frustration. We hear all of the pain, the agony. We also hear the good stories, the success stories. But you know, that's one of the biggest things that you humans like to talk about, how men and women, how we're going through it, how we struggling through it, how we having our ups and downs.
You know what, bro? I'm going to be honest with you, man. You know, going through this thing called life and let's go through the relationship game now. I'm going to be honest with you, bro. I feel as though the relationship game has changed up now. I think that the dynamics, we've addressed this in past shows.
But the amount of racket we hear through the satellites coming up about how it's changed, oh, it's on another level. People are speeding up.
The dynamics have changed. I think that it's more free love now. I think it's just a free love society in this country. I think that it's not garnered more now on monogamy or let's say, what's the word? I ain't gonna even say polygamy. I'm not trying to use the term polygamy, but it's just not
hypergamy.
Yeah,
everything's very hypergamous.
Yeah,
everything's very hypergamous.
It seems to be more tolerated and normalized. Yeah. Like it seems like, to be honest with you, in my opinion, and y'all correct me if I'm wrong, but people are just, everybody's for everybody, and it's hard to find diehard loyal. People are starting to accept and realize that, hey, this person or these people are going to be this way, you know, because, and you know, I think, you know what I think that comes from? Let's say this. I was explaining them earlier, okay, and this is today, what, May the 13th or something like that? Today, May the 13th, 2026. And so if y'all have been keeping up with the social media world, it was a social media post shared, whether it was on Twitter, Instagram, whatever, where these girls, they let you inside the minds of the cheerleaders and the NFL wives or athlete wives, superstar wives, of how they think and how do they get to where they are. And it made sense on a level of, okay, so let's start off with this.
How they get access to the men that they want to get access to.
Y'all clip Dr. Umar on this. So the post was basically saying how a girl, her sister is married to, I believe, an NFL star, an NBA star, whatever. And the sister, I think that they both were Caucasian. The sister was like, hey, I want to get one of those tall black men, you know, like you got. Mm-hmm. You know, I want to get one of those athletic men like you got, black men, and da-da-da. Man, the sister ran her on some game. She ran her little sister on some game. Bro, she say, you know what? First thing I remember is reading is the sister explained her first off, top of it was, hey, you are not the prize. He is the prize. Yeah. You can't change his life, but he can change your life. You can change your life. You can't change his.
And he's got a whole lot of you that he can choose from.
So you're dealing with which is what goes on in let me go down the list first and then we can. Okay. So she says, so basically, first of all, he's the prize, you're not the prize. Okay, that's the first one. Second one she was saying was, you know, hey, you're going to have to be there for him and be like his wingman, like help him with like, and I think they were talking more on the lines of like college athletes. I think the sister's a cheerleader. And so she was like, you're going to have to be able to do his homework and help him get his assignments turned in, all that stuff there. The thing that I keyed in, another one, she was saying that, hey, be prepared. He's going to cheat. He's going to cheat. But you don't let that sway you. You don't get too emotional about all that. He's going to see other women. He's going to cheat. We're talking about the black male athlete here. Yeah. We're going back to the beginning of the conversation. What started this, there was a sister, and it's been on social media. And you know what? I'm going to put the post up. I'm going to share it with you guys. So she was saying that the sister wanted to know, how could she get her older sister's married to an athlete, an NFL player, whatever. And the sister wanted to know, how could she get one? Yeah. And I think that these two, they're they're white women. So, and the sister was explaining, hey, first off, you're not the prize, he's the prize. Second off, you know, you're going to have to be his rib. You're going to have to help him with his stuff that he got, assignments and things like that. Third off, she was saying he's going to cheat. He's going to cheat. He's going to have other women that is going to be in out his bed or whatever. He's going to be in out the bed with him. You can't let that override. You just keep your head down. You don't give him any stress about it. You just go ahead and you just be in the mix with what that's going on with that. Fourth of all, she was saying, don't bring drama to his mama. Don't go telling his mama and you know his family and them about any bad things that's going on in the relationship. Don't be gossiping to the mama. Don't be gossiping to the family members because that shit is going to spread around his family, and they're going to be calling him, bothering him. It ain't going to bring him peace. And before I keep going, you know, I know women gonna be like, especially black women, like fuck that. Yeah. You know, and hey, you respect. It just depends on what you want. The fifth thing is,
but real quick, I want to emphasize this is going to be a top 0.1% athlete that you're talking about.
I'm gonna tie all that into unathletes. I'm gonna tie it all in regardless. Yeah. So help him be his rib, you know, help him out with the things that he needs done that you can take care of for him. Be his helpmate. Third is he's gonna cheat. You're gonna have to not let that be the deter. As long as he come home and he loves you and whatever, he gonna cheat, yada yada. So you gotta accept that. The fourth thing was don't go telling the drama to his mama and all of that thing there and whatever. You know, when you go and see the family members and whatever, you keep your head down, you wave and hey, but don't be in there spreading the news of what's going on, what he done did or whatever.
Oh, you don't
do that.
Man, I don't know.
Here go another one that might ruffle some feathers. She told her, this is like the fifth thing, he's gonna always love his black women. He gonna always be attracted to black women, no matter what. He with you, but he's always gonna be attracted to black women. What you have to do is expose the hood ones, the ghetto ones. When he around them and this and that, all you got to do is shoot slugs, you know, subliminal slugs, you know, sarcasm and whatever else to get them stirred up, to get them acting out of their character, to get them to act out and be like, look, I told you, look at Shanae. She ghetto, she hood, and make him like, I got peace here.
I got peace here.
I ain't
going back to that.
I ain't going back to that. You see what I'm saying? And she said you'll win every time. So I believe it was a couple of more things on that list, but these were the things that I keyed up on. Saying all that to say, look, this is why you're with me. This is what I bring. Yeah. You know? And saying all that to say, this is what they teaching the women to get these athletes. And let me tell you this, that same effect still trickles down that non-athletes, that just well-off men, handsome men, guys that got the money, guys that got, you know, it all put together that are winners, and they the top 10% of guys. The top 10% of guys, women. I read something today, I told them, where they were saying that this is what they believe. This is what, you know, social media post, somebody on social media post, I can't remember, but was saying that, hey, let a guy be a 9.5, 6'5". A woman rules go out the door, her frontal lobe, it just melts away, and she act like a child, and she forgets all her little self rules and everything, and she just goes all in. Fuck it, she don't care. You know, maybe even married or whatever. It doesn't matter. Yeah, that does happen. All I'm saying is, it's them same rules applies to the fellas that's out here doing it, getting their money, taking care of their business, and they keeping themselves in shape, working out, taking care of all of that. A larger group of women are attracted to a smaller group of men, and they don't give a damn. They'll settle, man. They'll share. They'll share a man.
They'll happily do it. Matter of fact, that'll be one of the things that they absolutely want. They want to share a man. And that's one thing that we're hearing a lot on these satellite feeds. We have our big antenna outside our base. We can just hear the men. They're all waking up to this fact. These women, they love the competition. They love to share. They love to go over the fight. They love to go over, you know, and oh, you know, that girl over there cause drama. They at the club looking at each other and, oh, she wearing that. She wearing this. Oh, her shoes like that. Oh, he got her that. Oh, that's that girl right there. They love to share that thing. They love to share a high value man. Now, fellas, that don't mean you take advantage and act a fool. Right. That don't mean that. That don't mean that.
But you know.
But it does mean know how the game is played. Know what women value. Especially the high value women. The high value women. Now, I ain't talking about finances. Men don't care about women finance. We don't care about y'all finance. I'm sorry.
And that's another thing.
Hey, look, we like a woman who is put together. She can be an adult and can take care of herself, but we don't care. You making $200,000, $300,000 a year ain't the reason I'm going to marry Oprah Winfrey. I ain't going to do it. I'm sorry. I ain't gonna marry Oprah Winfrey.
You got some cats that will now.
Oh yeah,
we got some integrity as a man. You got
they finna go. They finna go to Walgreens and get that fucking what's that called? Viagra.
You approaching it from a alpha male mentality. Like, I'm not finna bow down just because a woman has more than this than me.
What I'm saying is,
guys,
we just don't.
like
when we look at a girl
walking
walking down the street, we ain't sitting there going, "Man, I wonder how much money she made."
Right.
We going, "Damn, she got pretty hands. She got her skin is glowing.
Right.
Her style is fresh.
Right.
She got big, pretty, dark eyes.
Right.
Yeah, I'm gonna go say something to her.
Right. You know, man, at the end of the day, bro, I think that the average Joes now, I'm going to say this, though. It seemed to me that women are waking up. You know, where you have your ones that, when they start talking with sense, what do the other women call them? When you got other women that talk sense into other women like, hey, these guys, you can't just expect guys to pay all your bills. What are you bringing to say? You just supposed to pay your bills because you're giving them some pussy? What would you call those? What do women they call those women? If you don't know, I can help you out.
Pygmies.
They call them pygmies.
Yep.
But these women are really talking sense, and that's what the culture was ruined by
social media,
by the music, by the Meg Thee Stallions, the Cardi B's. Oh, he gotta have this, he gotta have that, and this.
I want to be fair.
I'm gonna be honest.
It was ruined by both sides. It was ruined by the men and the women. The niggas, we said too much. We said too much shit. We went too fucking hard on that shit. And of course, the woman's gonna follow the man, so they're gonna follow us and start doing the same shit. But the problem is these women, they don't understand. They going above and beyond. They going above and fucking beyond. We just be, hey man, that bitch got a fat ass and this, that, and that. These hoes be like, oh yeah, I'm sucking this dick in the car and I'm doing all this shit. Ain't nobody need to hear all that, But then it becomes normalized. And next thing you know, you have rodeo season and it's supposed to be families and everybody just going on rides and getting corn dogs and everything. And you out there in your bikini and your 6-inch heels and your
just think about it's like
come on.
Is that what you called it? Hypergamy. Humanistic type of society and now. Just think about what happened back in April. Was it April in Houston?
Yep. Everybody
came down to H-Town. They went down there.
Spring break.
They went down there and came, and a lot of them went back home with shit that they can't get rid of or some shit that they didn't come down there with.
They peed and it was hot.
And that's just, and since when, I want somebody to ask me this question. When did Houston become the hot spot of spring break?
Now, I'm not mad at it. I got to be honest. I'm not mad at it.
I ain't mad at it either, but at the same time,
I didn't
participate.
Rodeo is a great place for people to come and experience the H-Town culture. I completely respect and love that. But you got to respect the city first, nigga. You got to fucking respect the city first. You got to respect the city. You got to respect the families. You got to respect the community, the vendors, everything that's down here. You're going to ruin it for the rest of us. So many niggas are like, man, really, it was somewhat black women. They kind of wrecked it because they wanted to go there and dress however they wanted to dress.
Wrecking the rodeo, asses out,
titties hanging out.
This was the first year that I could ever remember they had to put a dress code because you got out of towners. It wasn't Houston women going out like that.
You're right. That
was the out of towners coming in and
because they thought it was Miami. They thought they were coming to Miami.
Nah,
and they said spring break. Oh, so it's like Miami.
Yeah.
Well, let me come down and show you what a real cowgirl look like.
You gonna get your turn up, but you gonna turn up conservatively. And that's just the way it is.
Nah, people are gonna dress nice and sexy, but they're gonna understand the limit. They're gonna understand the limit.
You're not gonna be able to walk out in Houston with your ass
hanging out. Yeah, if you got your tummy showing a little bit, people are gonna be like, cool, that's fine.
That's one thing about Houston I love, that you're gonna get some of everything. So they got the places where you can go with your ass out and this and that, but the rodeo is not one of those places.
Yeah.
The downtown, just walking downtown like you in Miami downtown, South Beach downtown. That's not one of those places. First of all, there ain't no beaches here. It's still a conservative, somewhat city. It's liberal more so than a lot of places, and then it's a lot of liberal transplants coming into town. You got your Californians, you got your New Yorkers, you got your people from all walks of life coming into Houston, Texas.
Yep.
And one thing about it is, like I say, you still have to have some level of respect. So it will be called out and they will try to restrict a lot of things based off of how the crowd acting, and especially when it's black people doing it.
Oh, especially when they got their magnifying glass on you.
I don't remember seeing many other people of any other race doing it, and may have. Yeah. But ones I saw, the big booty sisters with the big juicy booties,
Hanging all the way out.
With the cutout in the ass like Prince back in the day and shit like that.
Yep.
You know, there's a fine line that you have to have of respect, man. But, you know, it's a different time. You're going to have a great time here, though. You're going to have a great, fantastic fucking time in H-Town. I'm telling you now.
We can tell you where to go. We can show you the great places. You're going to go, man, I went to H-Town for spring break. That was off the chain.
Yeah. Yeah.
I thought I was going to Miami, but hey, that was actually cool. It was a little bit different.
The food?
Unmatched.
The food is unmatched.
Unmatched.
The food in H-Town is unmatched, man. And let's just be honest about that whole aspect of it. The food is unparalleled, bar none, one of the best food cities in the country. And I would say this because I have traveled the country for food. I've traveled the United States, and I need to start documenting because these boys making money just traveling for food. All the shit I did for free that people I know would have been interested in, you know. But to get back to the point is, you know, it's just a hypergamous society, and it's becoming more and more hypergamous, man, and things of that nature. So,
but I think what we've really seen, especially since COVID, is yes, they did come out from spring break, and yes, they did kind of spoil the rodeo atmosphere and everything like that. But we are seeing, you know, Houston, these girls, man, they be wilding out, and niggas be tired. They be real fucking tired. They be saying, okay, you know, I'm trying to talk to this girl, but she got 10 different niggas on her phone.
Right.
At least. No. She got 10 niggas that she talking to. And she got 30 niggas in line getting ready to talk to her. And she got 100 niggas simping for her. Man, somebody said something super fucking revealing to me the other day. They said, Queen Cleopatra, the Queen of Egypt, didn't get as much validation as a queen, as a ruler of the world, as your average OnlyFans girl gets her whole life. The average OnlyFans girl gets more validation, more comments, more clicks, more likes, more people simping for her than Queen Cleopatra had in her entire reign as a fucking empress.
Right.
That shit has an effect on your brain. It has an effect. If every woman thinks she's a queen, how many queens can there be?
Man, it's just, and I'm gonna tell you something. In today's world, how could you even think of that? How? You got a lot of motherfuckers, women tapping out now. Like, look, just give me a man. It's some that are starting to like, look, okay, I'm tired of paying these damn bills myself.
Yeah.
Let me go and go find. If a man gonna be good and treat me right, let me go and pay a percentage of this shit. You know, because what sense does it make? That's one of the dumbest things to me. This is one of the dumbest things I've ever heard in my life. And I'm sorry. I'd rather live alone and pay all my bills by myself than to go have on this shit with another man. First of all, that tells me something. It means you're not, to me, that knowledge means you're not a peaceful person.
Yeah. That's something you have to
settle for. And that you're saying that if I gotta pay bills with this man, this is not for everybody, because you got some women out there, like I say, they got sense.
Yeah.
In Trump's tariff, United States 2026, you got some women that are waking up like, you know what? This $80,000, this $90,000 a year, this $95,000 a year.
It's not.
It ain't enough.
It ain't enough.
I still, you know.
And you were banking on it being enough.
You were banking on it being enough, you know. And you realize, like, you know what? The cost of living offsets the income that I'm making. You know, it's I can't do like I thought I was going to do. I had my mind set on, oh, this is the early 2015 10s, and 90,000 going a long way.
Going a long way.
I'm buying a house, and I'm getting a house for $280,000.
Well, guess what? That 90,000 is worth about 50,000 now.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
And look how you were living. Look how you were living. Look how you were living off 50,000.
People do not think of that. Like back then, we talking about when rent was $700-800 a month for a 2-bedroom, or $1,000, even $1,200 a month for a 2-bedroom. Yeah, you can get by and do something. When car notes were $300, maybe even $400, you know, maybe $400, $300 a month for a car. You know, when groceries were, when you spent $200 at the grocery store, your basket was overloaded. Yeah, now we talking. But now, rent more than a mortgage.
Yeah.
I got people paying $1,800, $1,900, $2,000 a month. You got people paying their grocery basket. You go in there, you go into a store like
grocery stores are insane
with $200, bro. You lucky to get.
I had a candy bar the other day. That shit was $5. I'm like, bruh, what are y'all doing? I had coffee today on the way to the studio. Guess how much that shit was? $9. $9 for a cup of Joe.
For a cup of Joe. That normally would cost you $6.
It should cost you $3.
Should cost you $3. You know, but $6, you know, but my goodness. And
the cost of living isn't going down. So you're just paying more to consume. You're paying more to consume.
Bro, the drama writes itself. The narratives write themselves. And to me, you know, if I'm going to tell you something, and ladies, you ain't got to hear nothing I got to say, but look, I'm going to tell you, and men, and ladies, whatever, I'm not schooling nobody, ain't nobody dad. Well, I'm somebody dad, but I'm not your dad. Well, you know what I'm saying? You got to play the game.
You have to understand.
To win. If you can't, together you stronger, but hey, this ain't no dating game. So, but I'm just telling you, if you sit there, what sense does that make to say, but you know why? It's the ones that want to be hoes. It's the ones that want to be independent and go fuck around with Charlie and Larry and
as soon as your ass goes to work.
And Johnsons and shit like that, you know. It's those ones that want to have the attention still, but without having to follow rules. Feeling like they caged in.
And too many
want to be able to do what they want to do.
Too many of you, I'm not going to say lady, I'm just say too many of you folks, you think that you can just live with somebody and pay 50% of the bills and that's enough. But niggas a lot of niggas is just doing it themselves because they'd rather pay 100% of their bills than deal with a bitter woman.
Hey, that drama, that's another one. It is.
You don't want to pay for drama.
Because that's what I feel like when women say, I'd rather do this, because you're going to feel like, oh, I'm paying half it. But and then here go the thing. This is what I keep hearing. Why? And somebody already said this when I said this. I'm going to pay 50% and still be expected to come in, cook, and take care of the kids. And do that. If I agree, I would agree. Y'all need to find a way before you start dating and fucking and moving in and all this to write down what you feel your responsibilities are when you're coming and going in depth on shit like that. You should go into it. Hey, well, look, how do you feel about taking out the trash? Who's going to pay the gas? Who's going to fill the cars up? Who's going to make sure the groceries are in out? Write that shit down. So that way, do y'all maybe come to agreement? Who's it? Well, I feel like we should alternate on that. Or it's a compromise for every freaking thing, man. It's a compromise for everything, but you got these people, bro, that will fucking just go into something blind, fucking and falling in love and this and that, moving in, and they had a discussion about what we having for dinner or what are you allergic to or whatever. They ain't had no kind of discussions. And kids on the way and shit, and then you stuck. And now you find that this woman is hell on earth. Or you find this man is hell on earth. And now you stuck, and now you shoot yourselves in the foot. You gotta choose these people like you choosing a job or a resume. Look at they fucking resume, man. If you got a girl and you know she fucking around and you ask her, like, what have you done in your past? And she tell you, oh, I got, you know.
And she always gonna tell you.
I got 200-300
Even if
bodies.
she don't say it, she gonna say it some type of way.
Or I ain't been, you know, I ain't been in long-term relationships. I ain't never been married. Or shit like
I'm
that.
36 and I've only been in short-term relationships.
Listen.
Yeah.
I don't care what nobody say. If you looking at somebody fucking job resume and they say I ain't never got a promotion, or I ain't never held a job longer than this, or I ain't never committed to, I've been always a contract worker. I've never been hired on at any company.
What does that tell you about them?
Inconsistency, unreliable, undependable, unpredictable.
And to be honest, they might, now that you met them, be getting their life back in order and doing that.
But
it's hard to tell. It's hard to tell.
It's like a stock, buying in a stock. Yep. This stock has been flopping. And
then one day it's up.
You might look at that stock and say, okay, well, they go in this direction. It might be the time. And you might hit. But the history shows that you're playing a high-risk game.
Playing a high risk.
You're playing a high-risk game. You know, hey, man, again, this is the time that everybody, you know, should just try to, because the world is getting more and more separated. You got to, let's be honest, I see more and more on social medias, and I don't know about y'all, but you can follow on Twitter at Blastoff _ENT on X, at Blastoff _entertainment on IG, at the Presidential on X, at PRESDENTAI.
L, the I's and L.
The I's and L. We're going to get that straightened out eventually, but right now, presidential, the L at the last part of it is an I. But on there, you see black men and women at each other's throats all the fucking time. And that's one thing I don't be seeing, bro, against other cultures. It don't be. I don't see Indian women drowning on.
You're
Indian
right.
Men. I don't see Asian women drowning on Asian men.
We see it in different ways. Like for instance, in Japan or Korea or China, they say the birth rates are down. Them folks don't be arguing about it. They don't be arguing about it. The same shit is happening. The white folks, they be having the same bickering, arguing. They have the same shit. I promise you, they absolutely do,
bro.
But here in the black community, we need to take care of our community and address this shit. I can't speak.
Y'all leave in the comments.
I can't speak for the white man. I can't speak for the Asian man. I can't speak for the Indian man.
They men on social media.
Oh yeah,
I don't see them. I see them, but have seen some. But it's not as black and ugly. I see the promotion of, and it's nothing wrong with that. I love everybody. I'm like I say, I'm not. Dr. Umar, you know, hey, all power to you, brother. But I'm gonna say this again. Hey, man. Who are you to tell who another human being to who to fall in love with? That's retarded. That's like simple, small, close mind. Yes, you love your race, you love your people. I love my race, I love my people too. But at the end of the day, I'm not finished. But you know what? It's just the world we live in America. It's the American world and the American states and cities that we grew up in.
And that's another thing people need to start considering is just moving out the country.
Yeah.
Because when you see that America is a game and you see the chessboard that you're being moved around on like a pawn, moving here, knight to D3, bishop to X5, then you start saying, well, maybe I'm just not going to play this game. Maybe I'm going to go to Phuket, Thailand, or I'm finna go to Indonesia, or I'm finna go to Jamaica, and I'm going to
Manila.
I'm going to Manila, and I'm going to make my American dollar count for 10 times its worth in this country. I'm going to make it count for 10 times its worth here.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, suddenly that $400,000, $500,000 house has got 6 fucking bedrooms, a four-car garage, an infinity pool in the backyard, a half an acre that you're on, a beautiful gated community. I mean, this ain't all there is. I ain't saying that it's horrible. America got a lot of benefits. But if you're struggling with the financial aspects of this world, you got to look around and say, well, what other options are there? Too many people are locked into this is it.
Right.
This is it. This is all life is. I can't go anywhere. My daddy didn't go anywhere. My mommy didn't go anywhere. I got to stay here. This is where I got to live. This is what I got to put up with. And I promise you, 2 heads are better than 1.
Right. That's right.
But I promise you at the same time, a bird in the hand is worth 2 in the bush. So if you're smart and you know you're smart, and this woman here, you're just not sure about her, hey, keep it moving then. Because you need to be sure if you're going to add another head to your shoulders to think with. Look. Like Blastoff said, this country is a game. The economy is a game. The smart people understand that. You don't have to be that fucking smart to understand the game because it's not complicated. It was never designed to be complicated. It was only designed to distract you with material things. And when you can look past the material things and start seeing, oh, well, if I invest my money here, or I buy land over here and it's going to appreciate in value, or you know what? I'm going to learn a skill here, and that's going to make me more valuable as an asset to any company, anywhere I go, any company, any corporation, any enterprise I go. You're starting to play the game the way it was intended to be. Win the fucking game, y'all. Win the fucking game.
Man, okay, so
find somebody who also wants to win the game.
I'm gonna tell you like this, man. All this fucking bullshit with all this just the white man dating the white guys, they're better than dating your own black man. You got all that going on. You got the black man, always better than dating. Listen, to be honest with you, it's a lot of poison been put into the community, the black community in America. They getting ready to shut this shit down. Rap, from the first time in history, rap was not the number one on the top billboards or some shit for the first time.
Well, you've heard the term black fatigue, right?
Right, but so there are people that are waking up and like, and it's been a movement in the country too, try to start to close down a lot of black influence and power and history. There has been that. And what we talked about on Project 2025, where people were fear-mongering, a lot of this stuff has been enacted.
Yeah.
A lot of this stuff has been enacted. You know, but in my mind, I feel as though, you know, it's divide and conquer. We said this before. Races are getting divided. You know, we're gonna go down into Houston. You know, we're gonna skip forward on the topic, change topics right quick, because you want to address that whole Ashley, what was her name? Ashley
I forgot
Gonzalez or something like that.
Yeah.
And so you want to address that officer.
The officer in Houston.
It's happened a while ago now. It's been passed, but you want to address that. And that was, and I'm gonna say something. Texas, mostly like Dallas and Houston and things like that.
Under the radar.
It's under the radar. Like people don't. That's why it was shocking, because it's like, bro, we like cousins, bro. You know, like we distant cousins. Let's be like, we respect each other. We disrespect. Like, you might not even fuck with them like that, but when you do fuck with them, hey, what's up, baby? How you doing? We gonna go eat, and we gonna go jam, we gonna party, we gonna be at the game, that's just how that goes. And for that to have happened where the lady
racial epitaphs
went
saying that you're monkey, saying this is why you belong as slaves.
Yeah. To say all of that was shocking, and I was like, you know, damn, is she even from Houston? Because Houston people don't really go out their way to get all like it's very, especially like a Latino or Latina or a black going on. They don't really happen like that. It does happen now. It does happen. We not going. But then there go another thing. She's saying all of that, but word on the street is she was slobbing niggas knobs, dating niggas, letting niggas bang out. She was like on some kind of OnlyFans. Something. I don't get me wrong. I could be wrong, but she had a past. And
nigga might have broken her heart, and that made her bitter, you know?
Yeah, but if you listen to her talk, you can hear her saying shit like, hey, you know, this nigga, like you're using black vernacular.
Yeah.
If you're using the right way, a lot of niggas look over that. Let's just be honest. Like niggas look over that shit, like when depending on who you are. And they don't make it right, don't make it wrong. But you letting people get a pass, but then you coming in with the hard ER, it's just like, well, look, baby, where is this coming from? Like, and so somebody put out a message saying, now, they didn't, Cinco de Mayo came, and there was a little beef about blacks and other people celebrating, but I saw it focused on the blacks celebrating Cinco de Mayo, wearing the sombreros and going out to eat and getting drunk and shit. And a lot of Latinos and Latinas was like, I've seen was like, we don't celebrate that like that. That doesn't represent that for us. That was a time of tragedy. A lot of lives were lost, and
so what do you think? What do you think, Blastoff, about the term like black fatigue? That term's been trending big time, and I think that's what we're talking about. That term
originally started on the reverse side, saying that blacks are fatigued of the bullshit that was going on, and they were able to use that and flip it against to say like, "Hey, no, we all are. Yeah. We're just tired of no. Black fatigue started out as a term to say we're tired of the disenfranchisement. We're tired of the segregational systematic.
We're tired of being removed. We're tired
of the minimizing of who we are. The disenfranchisement of our people. That's what that started out as. And you got people that took over the term and hear the music or see a video or see fighting and be like, oh, we got black fatigue. But you look around, it's everywhere. Let me tell you something. I'm gonna tell y'all something. Wake y'all up right quick. So Elon Musk, I'm saying Elon Chris Grizzly, Elon Musk, I hope you're watching. Elon Musk, he bought a platform to specifically let it spray filth all over the social media realm. If you tap into that thing, you see nothing but filth. When it was regulated at first, and they believe in free speech, so they believe in letting the platform happen where you got people that can incite violence, incite prejudice, incite racism, and you got this guy running around like fucking Chud the fucking Builder. I don't know, a lot of you guys should know this guy by now. He's been talked about by DJ Academics. I've seen guys like what's his name?
Handsome Giggle.
Whitlock, Jason Whitlock speak on him. I've seen guys like Myron Gaines speak on him. And this guy just goes around, calling people the N-word, saying, basing it off of free speech. Well, I got free speech. You go up to him, hey, you believe in free speech? Yeah. So you don't have a problem with white folks using the word nigger,
Mm-hmm.
And hey, people get set off or get turned off, and he'll piss at you and try to jug at you and rile you up. And the moment you come at him, he's trying to mace you. And they allowing this shit to go on. That's what they want. Because they waiting on something. It's an antagonizing situation. Think about it. This guy actually didn't get, I've heard of this guy, but this guy actually didn't get real popular until after Charlie Kirk.
Yeah.
So to try to incite, but the thing is, we had nothing to do with Charlie Kirk's death.
Correct.
We had nothing to do with Charlie. It wasn't one of us that went and took Charlie Kirk out in Utah. We weren't in Utah. We ain't even in Utah like that.
Yeah.
St. John or some St. George, Utah. We not there. So, and I've been up there once before, but you got to be careful on what you consume, and because he's letting these people run wild on his platform, and he wants that. He wants that. He wants it. He wants it. That's why it's there. He's a big component. He's a big what they call it, a big promoter of free speech. And in all kinds of forms, whether with disrespect or not. So these people are proponents of going in somebody's face and just saying the most vile things. We should let you do that.
Right, exactly. I got what you're saying.
We should let you, they want you to go around, and this is what they're promoting. This is what they're big proponents of. We should be able to let you go around and be disrespected, and you just take it and don't say nothing.
It's like they say, you can spit in someone's face, and that's technically not a crime.
No, that's a crime. That's assault. That's spitting in somebody's face. Yeah, your ass is grass. That's assault, bro. You can't do that.
It's the expression of disrespect with no ability to defend yourself against it. But look how that game is played. Charlie Kirk gets killed by a white man. Or no, I don't know. They say he got killed by the CIA. We don't know yet.
Right.
But yet somehow it all comes back to black fatigue.
Right.
All these folks saying, oh, it's black fatigue. See, I can understand ghetto fatigue. I think we can all understand ghetto fatigue. But black fatigue, to me, is just like, bro, what are you doing? Like, all of us are goofy. All of us are annoying. All Americans are arrogant, goofy, silly fucking people.
I don't want to hear nothing from these sons of bitches until they come back out and bust the motherfuckers that's responsible for
why
the
does it have to fucking be
fucking files?
Yes.
I don't want to hear nothing about that. They're see how they.
Why does it have to be about black people?
Shit get swept under the rug. Oh, it don't matter. But the moment,
correct.
Boy, I've seen somebody post. Said,
why does it have to be always?
If it would have been,
we
blacks,
have to be the distraction.
If the FD file was full of blacks, not only would they release it.
Oh my God!
They would have released
a witch hunt, a public witch hunt.
They would have released it in theaters.
They would have.
They said they would have released it in theaters.
They would have released it in theaters
fact.
With a trailer and everything.
Y'all can't see what the fuck going on. This is real fucking talk. You can't see what's going on here, man. This is starting to be. It's starting to slowly for sure roll to where all of the elites get all the power, all of the immunity, look, now it went from presidents having immunity to just, if you're a top dog, you're a CEO of Fortune 500 company, you a trillionaire, a billionaire, you're untouchable.
Yeah.
You can fuck all the little kids you want, eat all the little baby parts you want, sacrifice all the animals and kids you want, rape all the women you want.
So long as you play to their agenda.
They're your playground. These are roaches. So long
as you are on their agenda.
Roaches. They call, in elite circles, I don't know if you know this, they call common folk roaches, bugs, nuisances, problems.
Some people call them the goyim.
Livestock, whatever.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So long as you play by their rules and do their agenda and make them money, you can do whatever you want. And people are waking up to the fact that this can't continue.
Right.
This can't fucking continue. But then we have the distraction, the black fatigue, the racist comments. On and on and on and on. But what I see is a trend. You get on X, and there's all this hate spewed, at a certain demographic or certain demographics of people. So what are you really trying to turn my head away from? Oh, the government released 150 files about UAP and UFOs and shit. Okay, yeah, right. But y'all been talking about Epstein for 3 years.
That's right.
What's going on with that?
That's right.
No, it's crazy. People say they're UFOs, and you think it would be this whole big explosion. Americans didn't fucking care. We knew about that shit.
People.
We wanted to see who we were. Who was our neighbor? What were they doing?
Hey,
who was our local celebrity?
Don't forget.
What were they really doing?
Don't forget.
Why were they in those files? Why were they on that island? Why did they take that private jet?
Don't forget. Yeah, that's what you're saying. No matter what they were trying to throw out there, people were still locked in on that damn Epstein shit until that War of Hormuz, that Strait of Hormuz shit started.
Yep.
And then they had to distract because then it started affecting. So we're gonna force them to stop thinking about it because we're gonna go in their pockets. We're gonna raise we're gonna raise these gas prices up. Yeah. We're gonna raise these groceries prices up.
Gold.
Yeah.
That's right.
That's when that shit went away because they did everything they could to get your mind distracted.
We can't distract them with the blacks. Oh damn. Oh, we can't distract them with the UFOs. Oh damn. Oh, what can we do? Their pockets.
Let me show you how I go at work though.
Their pockets.
Let me show you how I go at work though, bro. You remember we did that episode with Grizzly Green and we were talking about the Charlie Kirk thing and we were talking about the Iranian Shank or whatever that happened on the bus and all of that. And they were getting ready to, well, we were talking about first it was the Iranian Shank. They were ready, Elon was ready to roll with that shit. He was ready to roll that hard, like, oh, look at him. And I played the video showing how Matt Walsh was talking about how it's just disgusting and that we are the problem or blacks or whatever are the problem and this needs to be massive change. And we got into it with Grizzly Green and he said that Elon didn't do the fucking salute, what they call it, the Heil Hitler. And he did, but the motherfucker did. I ain't got to argue with you now, nigga. He did it. What you think? Do you think he did it, bro? That's what the fuck he did. Don't hold your tongue for nobody.
I didn't see the video. I gotta fucking see it.
That one where Elon was like, my heart goes into you. Never saw it. Okay.
I didn't see it. Well, I didn't see it. But if there's a video about it, that's proof to me. That's
the point is, I'm saying this for Grizzly Green.
Come on this show, motherfucker.
We back down. Come on,
back down. Sit down on this couch.
Come on,
we gotta talk to you. We gotta talk to you.
Come on back down here, boy. You bring your ass back on over here because I get to say you can't say shit now. But anyway, this is my point. You can't overtalk me now. You can't overtalk me now, boy. And then what you say? The internet is not real. I like all that shit. But here you go. Check this out, man. The point I'm saying is he did all of that, and guess what? So they had all that trying to stoke that fire with that Iranian. That was one of the worst things that could happen was that old mentally retarded that they didn't want to make it about him being mental. The guy was obviously mental.
The motherfucker sitting there rocking on his heels, talking to himself.
The guy had been arrested 14 times. The mom was saying he needed to be locked up, and they still let this guy on the streets, and he was able to kill someone. And
that's not a failure of black people. That's a failure of your justice system.
What you say? You labeled as the pure goddess of the Arctic.
The blonde white European. The most valuable thing on the fucking planet. The blonde female European. The most valuable thing.
Yeah, in America.
The woman of gold. The most important, valuable thing that we have to protect.
Unfortunately, he went after that, and then he said, I killed that white bitch or something. He said, I got that white bitch or something. That was all fucked up. Yeah. But the guy was obviously fucked up, man. Yeah. Then when you got school shooters shooting up 20 kids at a fucking elementary, he gets the benefit of the doubt of being fucking mentally disabled and but he got a whole fucking manifesto out, planned it out. But this here, you know, this guy fucking, y'all let this monster out on the streets and he did exactly what a monster would do. And he just happened to say the bitch's race and it was all about look how monstrous they are. But you got over and over again these what about the guy? Why didn't fucking Ella put out that fucking video of that child that got kidnapped by that fucking UPS driver, Amazon driver or whatever, raped and kidnapped, little 9-10-year-old girl by another, why? Why is he trying to target your aggression? You focused aggression. You had all this.
Why is he trying to target your attention?
And thank God that. And it's gonna sound cruel, but R.I.P. Charlie Kirk. But thank goodness that happened by one of his own because that just shut down your whole fucking argument about it's us. Man, it's everybody, man.
This country drives people crazy.
And that's why you don't blame people when they go over, man. Listen, man.
We just told y'all about how the way this country works.
People are
and
going
some people
overseas,
crack when they see the game
here, man, and living a better life on a country that's probably with less GDP just because they got peace. They ain't got to worry about somebody coming at them because of the color of their freaking skin, man. Children can be raised in an environment where they ain't got to worry about at least being attacked or discriminated against about their skin color, man. Well, that's the prime. They writing laws and rewriting laws. These laws ain't even written into these other countries. They ain't got laws about racism and slavery and who was slaved and this. That's only in America. Get the fuck out, guys.
Yeah.
Jordan Peele told you, get out, U.S. Those were his movies. Get out of the U.S. Us.
Yes.
He was sending a subliminal message, man. He sent the subliminal. You got to understand that you're facing not kings, and you're facing dark entities and spiritual people that are playing with spirits and don't believe in God. They believe that they're gods.
Yeah.
They're saying that they're going to try to push it. They saying they're going to try to push a narrative about these aliens and that how they created us and that, they're going to try to put themselves in a divine position, I'm sure.
How convenient it's going to be.
Yeah.
You happen to have $250 million and yet somehow you're the high priest of the world. It's going to be so fucking convenient. They're going to be the ones in the high position. Oh, you see, the aliens, they said that I should rule. I'm a Rothschild. I should rule. I should rule over you. That's what they're telling me. Man, come on, y'all. Stop drinking the fucking Kool-Aid. Stop drinking the fucking Kool-Aid. Man.
They ain't gonna never stop, bro.
But that don't mean that the problems that we have aren't problems. It don't mean that. But it do mean that you got to see the game. It's hard to see. What's that they say? It's hard to see the forest through the woods.
Food for the trees.
It's hard to see the forest through the trees.
For the trees, yeah. For the trees being in the way. It's hard to see the drama. It's hard to see the reality of the situation because all the drama in front of you.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what the distraction is. The trees. Representative drama.
Mm-hmm.
You can't see the forest. You can't see that what's inside the forest, the life, the animals, the beautiful sun rays hitting.
You don't know that forest goes 500 miles in front of you. You just think, oh, I'm here. I'm surrounded by trees. This is just a nice little clearing. Man, come on, y'all. They play in your face and then they tell you that it's you.
Man, fuck it though. And so if we're gonna go ahead and skip over, first of all, let me say this online. Fuck you, Chud the Builder.
Yeah.
Fuck you. You a dumb motherfucker, man. And you asking, the guy like that is fucking suicidal.
Freedom of speech is responsibility.
They love that. He feeds off of negativity. You feed a demon.
Do anything for clout.
Negative. You cussing him, that's praising him. You son of a bitch. Oh, please keep
Yes.
You stupid.
Watch that view counter go up. Watch the number of likes go up. As soon as he says something and the woman says, "You call me a nigga, what?" The views go up.
Think about it.
The likes go up.
Where are you going around and you seeing content where people are just going around mostly being positive, giving out things and this and that and a lot more than not. You got some streamers that are doing well. I show Speed. He's showing positivity. Guys like
believes in himself. He believes in himself.
Mr. Beast. Yeah. I believe Mr. Beast promotes positivity. What he believes in, I don't know. But he only promotes games and fun things and things like that. Is he a piece of shit behind camera, off the camera? Who knows? It's not me to judge. He might be the greatest guy. Who knows? But there's very few of those guys. It's a lot of guys making money, spilling fucking trash content, fighting, or going around disrespecting people. And
they do anything for clout.
Women with the pussy and the ass out.
They do anything for clout.
Out, feet out.
Do anything.
What you think about that? You a foot man. You loving that new shit, bro. My boy here a foot man. Tell him what your name is for the pretty feet, bro. Tell him what you fucking. We exposing this shit.
Hey, this Ryl Talk. Okay.
Tell him what you.
Just soft, pretty, soft little pedal feet, little dancer pedal feet. They know it.
Some of these old got Flintstone, Barney Rubble toes, bro. Big fucking sausage toes. But hey. You a foot man. I see a lot of that now. I'm more.
But he's the chief foot man. He's the chief foot man.
Listen, man. I'm gonna tell you like this.
He's the chief foot man.
I'm gonna tell you like this. I prefer a woman go out there and show feet than show pussy and shit. So dudes, they simped out. If they paying for feet pictures, okay, baby, get your money on the little feet. Let them see your little feet and wiggle your little toes and wiggle them and curl them up. And
this motherfucker.
And curl them up and hold them like, you know.
He say I'm the feet man, but he got very specific.
Hey, this motherfucker be in there. You see, they cover their clothes and they talking to you like, they had it filmed, they be having them curls. You see the full cuticles and shit and be. So, you know, guys, you gotta, you know, be trying to tell you about relationship advice and got their fucking feet up, or they be taking provocative poses and shit. You know, they be bitches be all like this here and be, you know, squatting and shit. You know, hey man, all power to you, baby. Go on get that, because these fools, if they pay you to show your fingers and toes, that's cool.
Yeah.
You know, I'd rather you go to school and your mom showed her feet. Your mom showed her asshole. I seen your mom.
Yeah, I saw your mom spurt a big old fat load out of her asshole.
Your mom on there showing feet.
Look, and you could be like, yeah, and she came here in high heels today. What you gonna say about that? But if they're like, hey, I saw your mom shit out a big old load of spoons from 6 different dudes. You're gonna be like, oh, Lord, what do you say about that?
Hey, what if that motherfucker say, I'll suck your mama's toes?
Dude, nigga, pay her, man. I'm gonna record you doing it. Nigga, I say, okay, well, give me my phone, and you gotta pay her, and I'm gonna record you doing it, and I'm gonna send it to your friend. Hey, this nigga suck toes.
They calling me Footman. Footson. They calling me Derek Footson at school. You know, all that shit. It still come with drama now.
Yep.
It ain't gonna never be drama free, but I'm just saying, you know, hey, if this out there, and these guys are simping like that, paying $6 a month,
which they are, and you got
100 guys, 100,000 guys paying $600 a month. That's a fucking lot of money.
Yeah.
Excuse me, $600 a month. You got 1,000 guys paying $6 a month. That's $6,000.
Well, the one thing I did realize also, though, is that the platform is going to take like 30%, 40% of that. So
who cares? You're getting fucking free $300,000 just to take a picture of your feet every day and you're going about your business.
But who wins in the long term? The platform. If they get 30% cut of every single OnlyFans model, then the real winner isn't the worker.
Let me ask you this, bro. What do you think would happen if they did away with OnlyFans?
I'm going to be real with you. I think a lot of women would start marching, and you'd see a lot of people come up out the woodwork.
When you say marching, what do you mean?
They'd start marching and protesting. Sex work. We're valuable members of
regardless,
society. I'm telling you what I think.
Yeah, but regardless of that, they ain't gonna give a fuck about that. What do you think was gonna happen? They took it away. They banned it. They not gonna give a fuck if you marching. They take it away. What would be the survival method? What would be the survival method for the women that rely on things like social media to make money?
You got to understand, I'm about to say some shit that a lot of people are going to find controversial. But I think that they would march, kick and scream and complain, but there aren't enough sex positive women who want to make apps like that, like OnlyFans 2.0. For it to ever recover. If the man who made OnlyFans worth $4.3 billion or something, it's a crazy amount. If that dude shut the whole thing down, then the women would kick and scream and march and nobody would do nothing.
But what would be the new survival method that women, would they go back on the streets?
They'd have to go and get the blue collar, white collar jobs.
And what about
that everybody else has to get?
You got a lot less women selling pussy now because they can do shit on OnlyFans that would have been selling pussy.
Well, they can't.
That would have been
in your scenario. They wouldn't be able to do that.
Why?
Because the app would be shut down.
I said OnlyFans. I ain't say walking the streets. I ain't say hooking up with guys on Facebook and shit like that. How the app gonna be shut down? Now that's OnlyFans. OnlyFans, you don't hook up with bitches on OnlyFans usually. You just watch
so repeat your question then, because I'm not understanding.
What would be the method for the bitches that rely on OnlyFans or to make money, like where they just video showing pussy or video their sexual life or sexual aspects? what would be their method to make money now? The ones that relied on that's all they know is social media to make money.
Right.
You got to go back to the old school way if you just a true lie.
Right. But the thing is, the old school way, a lot of women wasn't cut out for that.
What y'all think?
A lot of let me say this. The reason OnlyFans survived the way it did was because a lot of women were cut out to be on camera.
Still surviving it.
Just listen. The reason why is because OnlyFans was the way a lot of women could safely do whatever they wanted to do online, fart into the fucking camera and have niggas smell that shit through the smelling machine or whatever, post pictures of their feet, dance in their nudes, stick dildos up their ass and everything. It was safe. You didn't have to have a man, or you had a man that you trusted come in or whatever. But if you took that away, most of those women are not going to go into prostitution because they know deep down the real shit, not being in a studio with a camera, being out there on the street. And Joe Schmo comes in from his 30-hour trucking drive across the country and he stinks and he got a big old wiener that's hanging like this, veiny and shit. They're going to be like, oh yeah, no, I can't do this. A lot of women ain't built like that. A lot of women are. Like you're alluding, a lot of women are.
You went graphic. You went fucking graphic, nigga. Big Joe.
Yeah, because you have to go graphic for people to get the image of what I'm talking about. A lot of these hoes ain't built for what they try to push.
Yeah.
They ain't built like that.
Yeah.
You take away their platform and they have to go out in the street and work at 3 a.m. when it's cold outside, be a lady of the street, 3 a.m. Nah, it's too much fucking work. She gonna start working as a waitress. She gonna go back to Amazon.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe ain't paying enough. Just like dope game. What if you selling dope online and he was making a lot of money online, but then
it's paying.
You still gonna go back. You ain't gonna go back to doing no fucking regular.
Right. There aren't enough strip clubs. There aren't enough parlors. There aren't enough streets to walk for all the women who are on OnlyFans to suddenly be populating the street at night.
Yeah.
There aren't enough.
Yeah.
The strip clubs, they might get filled up with women, but more than likely, you're not going to see much of a change. OnlyFans is safe for women to go on there and make their money. Okay, cool. When you take that safety away and you say, now go work at 3 a.m. on Bissonnette down on the south side. And, ooh, hey, baby, what you doing, baby? Meow, oh my gosh. This is scary.
So let's switch it up.
And nigga pull up in his car and, hey man, we want to run a train on you. We'll give you $200. Man, they're gonna be like, yeah, this ain't all that.
So let's switch it up then. Let's go back to things that have been happening in popular media.
Let's start with some
in popular media. It's things that's been going on in popular media. They got Meg Thee Stallion that you want to touch on that too, about the whole how that situation ended with Klay Thompson. And I got my own thoughts on that, and I would like to know what you think about that whole relationship thing. To me, they never seemed like a match, bro.
No,
seemed like a match,
and
bro.
Everybody points to that first video with her at the gala or whatever it is, and they're sitting at the table, and she's singing, and that nigga, and everybody else sitting there like, dude, this isn't that kind of thing, man. We all just sitting enjoying the music.
They were like the
it was awards. It was an awards, right? And she was singing her heart out, and I kind of got it. I'm gonna be fair to you for a moment. Meg Thee Stallion is not the kind of lady to sit there quietly to music she like.
Yeah.
She gonna pop and sing and dance and everything like that. She gonna do that. You have to know who you're with. But also, everyone else in there is sitting like, oh, dude, what is this? Everybody knew with that video, when they saw that video, oh yeah, this ain't gonna work out.
Right.
Because he ain't built like her and she ain't built like him.
Right.
And he make a hell of a lot more money than she does.
Yeah.
But
you know what tripped me out about that whole situation?
He a very low key.
When the women were coming out, and I've seen a lot of people like, well, nobody even knew who Klay was.
Motherfucker got rings.
You a fucking crazy person.
He got rings.
Motherfucker got like 3 to 4 fucking championship rings with the Warriors, and you gonna say you don't know who he was? You know, like that just tells you what you're tapped into in your world. You're tapped only into social fucking media. That tells a lot about you. You don't know. It's a lot of women that don't know about. It's a lot of people, period, that don't know about sports, that don't know about basketball. And you sitting there disrespect. He was no one before she got with Meg. She made him. Man, first of all,
he was $150,000 more valuable than her.
$150,000 more?
I'm sorry, $150 million more valuable.
Right.
$150 million more valuable.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, they'll say some crazy shit, man, and they just let people talk, they'll hang themselves, bro.
Yeah.
That's why I don't say, but you sit there and let people talk, bro, they tend to hang them fucking selves, man. You know?
Yeah.
But again, you know, I go back to what the point he said, like when they were at that gate, I think it was the Grammys or something, and she was, I mean, but he was just looking like, man, we're gonna put the face up.
Yeah.
We're gonna put the clip of the face up. And you know, with that whole thing, man, I didn't think that they made a good match, man. And then you gotta look at it. You spoke on the meme when Meg was bent over and they fucked up, because that's the part that's how they can make fun of you.
That meme is gonna be right here.
Wait, maybe. But look, this is how being in the public eye can fuck you up. And you look at the picture, and now people are starting to get numb. Like, this is the world going on, hedonistic. Yep. They got to make it that way to not embarrass themselves. Make it more hypergamous, because they got to make it that way. They got to promote that to not embarrass themselves. Because in that meme, you see the young lady, and we've seen that meme before, on like a whore bent over, and it's a line of men, and then the one guy be at the end with the flowers, and they be like, don't be this fucking guy.
Don't be the dude.
Don't be half the motherfuckers. But you got, and they had a little Tory in the middle. That was fucked up. Hey, shout out to my nigga Tory, bro. I fuck with Tory.
Real talk.
Hey,
yeah.
Free that nigga, man. You know, it's too much
I saw you in concert.
Hey, listen. What they saying is that you can see they listed every man that they know that she fucked, and they bent her over and they put them all on the line in that meme, bro. That shit was crazy when you sit back and think about it.
And then you show his, and he's sitting there like this, and all these women coming up and they're sucking on him.
But I'm gonna tell you like
every
this.
single one.
And
it's not the fucking same.
I'm gonna tell you this though. That meme would have been okay for a lot of men. That's not a lot of guys. That ain't determining all the other people that really was.
Right. But you can't take the meme literally.
Yeah.
You got to know that list is way longer for both. The people will go off the side of the screen.
Man, look, at the end of the day, you got to sit back and just, you know, separate real from reality. And people get so caught up in people's lives, man. People get so caught up in people's lives and socially. They get caught up in their drama.
Yeah.
They think, you look at this woman's life and she was promoting, oh, I'm cooking for his family. You know, they love me. Oh, we in love with each other. We just got a house we moved in together. And next thing you know, Clay wasn't no dummy. Clay got his little fun. Shit, I heard Megan ride dick real good.
Mm-hmm.
You know, she showed you them leg power with them good knees. She showed you that. And then he wanted to have his fun, and he had his fun, and he gone. He's still a top 1% man.
Yes.
Tall, light-skinned, can hoop. Rich.
He's like the top 0.01%.
Why would he settle? And he probably got people making fun of him coming up. Man, nigga, you know he popped your bitch. I popped your bitch. That bitch pussy good. Whatever.
Yeah.
I'm not. If I'm no top
one.
Some
of these niggas share. Some of these niggas be sharing these hoes.
Yeah, but
alley-ooping them to each other.
Clay wasn't about to be the poster child for being a simp nigga going in on some shit like that when it's obviously
real fucking
bunch of drama that came with it.
But I think that a lot of women had hope, because they're like, oh, if Meg Thee Stallion can get this guy,
yeah.
I can too.
Right.
You know, Meg Thee Stallion, she popping pussy, popping ass, ratchet lyrics and everything like that. I saw a nigga online who said the real shit. This nigga said, this is why I like Sexy Red, because Sexy Red is real. Right. She's really about that shit. Yeah, she has no illusion. She's not gonna date a Klay Thompson. She's not gonna fucking do that.
Date with no Klay
She's just gonna fuck him and move on to the next.
She gonna date a nigga in her.
But a lot of women had hope. They looked at that and they were like, oh yeah, that means I can do that too. And come on, you damaged. You need therapy. You damaged. You need therapy.
Bro,
you had too many niggas lined up behind you.
They don't want to hear that. They don't want to hear you. Who the fuck is him? Who the fuck is this guy?
The president? How lame is that?
God. Who the fuck is that guy? They don't want to hear you say that. But at the point that you're making, hey, man, look at the history of black culture in the urban, suburban culture. Because we got people that are starting to, and you know what? We got people that have made mistakes, had kids, got multiple baby fathers, multiple baby mamas, and child support problems, or cheating problems in the past, and been married and been in jail or whatever, and they rose above that. We not talking to them. Kudos to you if you turned your shit around. You've been to prison in and out. You turned in major mills, or you never been to prison. You went to college. You're a scientist. You're a rock star. You're a fucking a rocket scientist. Respect to you.
Respect.
Real estate agents, real estate moguls, brokers, business owners that have been to the mud. You stronger for it.
Yeah.
You not to be fucked with. You been through the mud, but you just made it. You about your business. That's what's really happening in America. That's what they don't want to tell you guys.
Yeah.
They'll try to paint the picture. See, we not finna sit here and make it like, the black race. No, nigga. I am noticing that more and more that we are elevating ourselves at an exponential rate. We are becoming builders. We are becoming.
We already are. We already are.
We're looking to purchase Spirit Airlines that just got shut down. We are becoming prominent, and to slow it down, you have to come up with these laws that are coming out because the Bible has promised. If you believe in that hey, you in Deuteronomy, we're gonna be coming. The last shall be the first at the end of the day. The ones that were treated last and that were treated like shit shall come up, and of all races. If you were treated, you use that struggle and you use it to be a better person and learn from your mistakes and learn and try to be a better. Our generations next, a lot of our kids are not going through what we went through. A lot of us still, but a lot of our kids are better off now than what we were. They ain't never had, a lot of kids ain't struggled.
Safety,
There's still a lot of kids that ain't never known what it's like to eat a syrup sandwich, bro.
Yeah. Yes.
A lot of kids don't know what it's like to eat
a cheese sandwich.
Cheese sandwich.
A cheese
with noodles
sandwich.
With no fucking pack of, they didn't pour all the powder and somebody else do. They doubled up and shit, greedy ass.
Corn for them.
I'm talking to my people. They know who you are. Y'all stole, we a bunch of kids in my granny house in Louisiana, and somebody stole, opened up a pack and took they ain't using noodles. They just took the pack of C and doubled up on it. That's fucked up. You use one pack, man, and now you gotta find syrup. Or you have to find, I'm just giving you a glimpse into what it was like, You got to grill bologna on a grill and play around just to make it meal. That's what cream
corn out the can, and you griddle it.
These kids don't know what that's like, man. A lot of times, it's more and more. That's a great thing because the struggle is not something to be proud of.
Yes, but
it's something.
There are struggles that they're gonna go through that we're not, and this social media to me is worse. I'd rather my kids eat syrup sandwiches than have to deal
with deciphering
with deciphering how the media
navigate
works
this world with the social media influence.
Just wrecking shit between men and women, especially because so much of that shit that they be spewing online, it's not true. But if you believe it and you act out that way, it becomes true.
Right.
It becomes true.
And at the end of the day, guys, you know what? It's all about having self-fucking awareness, man. And I like that what I've been seeing. It's been some people been getting pissed off because they'll tell you, I'm going to go back to the church, the builder guy. They've been saying he's been going to the right ones. He's been going to the little scrawny guys. He's been going to the homeless. But going to somewhere where some real hard-hitting thugs that he ain't done that yet. And the times he have run across them, they pissed him off and made him upset because they snatching his belongings. They fucking with him, got him calling the law when he ever get close to something because he'll try. But Chud, I'm going to tell you this, man. I'm going to pray for you, bro. I promise I'm going to pray for you because what that young man is doing is exposing the ignorance of what he says is black ignorance and that you can easily get him to chimp out by calling the N-words and going and disrespecting baboons, she-boons, whatever. But it's been more than not. People just been cussing him out like, you stupid motherfucker or whatever. Yeah. And going, I have been, don't fall into that trap. They trying to get you to trap. They want you to.
That's why I wouldn't even, I don't give him any power. I don't watch his material. And if he ever came to me, I'd be like, oh yeah, but it's something that you got to be addressed. You got to stop these people by not giving them a microphone.
Yes, that's it. Just, what's the best way to beat a fucking clown? Don't pay attention to him. Who you gonna make laugh? He ain't got no audience.
Yeah.
Just don't pay. Keep him walking. It ain't, but that's on our side. Yes. You can't, and I do applaud the ones that stand up from the other side. You got plenty of other races and white people and Mexicans and stuff that stand up to this guy like, man, they recognize this guy for the clown that he is. Like, who goes around just antagonizing people, belittling people, and thinking that, oh, that's freedom of speech and it's supposed to be good content. Bro, you're playing life. I honestly think, like I said, I think I said this earlier, I think the guy's suicidal, man. You got guys that are suicidal. You got people that are pumping this guy.
I think he'll do anything
that
for
are funding
clout.
this guy.
I think that he lives in a day and an age where everybody around him does everything for clout. Bitches selling pussy online for clout.
No, I don't think they're doing it for the clout. They get high off of the attention.
Niggas doing drugs online for clout.
They getting high off the attention. Women are getting high off that attention, but then everybody did it for necessity. But you got a lot of women that just did it for the attention, and then the money was the secondary, was the bonus.
Clout
was the bonus. Yeah, a lot of these women ain't had no problems with money. They grew up wealthy. They grew up well off or whatever. And they wasn't struggling, but they were pretty, and somebody, you know, they sexualized and they liked it.
I was watching this rapper the other day, and he was saying, look, you don't even have to pay these women. You just got to say, hey, I'm going to get you an extra 1,000 likes on every video you post from here to the end of the year if you do what I want.
Right.
They don't care about the money. They just care about the clout. They could give a fuck about the money. They just want extra views on their videos. They're going to spend the money on trying to get those views anyways. Cut out the middleman. To me, it's ridiculous. To me, it's crazy because, hey, with money, you can spend it on anything. But some people, they only want the attention of the masses. And that shit, hey, that's what I call selling your soul. And this world, this American world, it's not the be all and end all. But it ain't no terrible place. Just know that two things can be true at the same time.
You know what, bro? Here and what we dealing with today, bro, you know, it's a great deal to be able to have the discernment, the clarity to be able to look at all this shit and say, you know what? We just sharing our point of view. Hey, everybody don't share our point of view, and we don't want you to die or want you to be slaughtered or call you out your name because you don't. But we do want to have a level of respect. That's how it's supposed to be. To me, the real America is, and this is what America is. I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm gonna say this. I believe we got people in power that don't care for equality. I'm gonna say that. I'm gonna say that I don't care. I try to be look on the bright side of shit, but we just got people that want to dismantle equality. They want to cause destruction and disaster and confusion and civil unrest because, first of all, their names are involved in shit and they facing time. So let me ask you like this. Let's say this. I'm not saying that the president guilty at all, but if I was the president and I know that
the president, not me.
I fear. We talking about the president, not the president. Yeah. I fear retribution or retaliation when I get out of office. And I feel like charges coming down and all this if I'm out of power. I'm going to do my best to dismantle and put people in place that'll keep me from even getting in that type of situation. I'm going to instill situations that'll cause drama so that I don't have to worry about going to jail. I'd rather have this world burn than me spend a day in jail.
That part.
And that's what you're facing right now. That's what you're facing right now, guys. I'm sorry, this is Ryl Talk. This is what you're facing right now. You got people that's in play that would rather burn the world than to stand trial and face it heads up and figure out what's going on. You got people that are, you got to understand what the rumors were not the last administration because that was Biden, but the administration before Biden was saying they were dropping like flies and leaving that administration like, man, this shit is batshit crazy going on in here. I'm out. The stuff that they're talking about wanting to do and implement, I'm out of it. I'm not for that. I'm out. I'm not touching it with a 10-foot pole. Then you turn around and you get back into power, and then now you see the faces change. You have all these black Republicans that were serving and promoting and this and that and kissing, butt licking and boot licking and shit. Mm-hmm. None of them are serving in prominent positions. You have people that were in prominent positions of very strong background resumes, very high ilk resumes and things getting removed from positions of power and replaced with people that couldn't scratch their boot heel when it comes to matching their experience. Mm-hmm. This is the real talk. I'm gonna say what got to be said. Some people can be scared and sit back and look at me and listen. But me, it's time out for that. It ain't the real talk if you ain't getting the real talk, man. You know, I'm not trying to disrespect anybody. I'm just calling it like I see it. I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but the way these things are going, you can see the direction that things are going, man. There's a lot of breaking down the gerrymandering that's going on in Louisiana and states like Tennessee. They're fixing the districts and disenfranchising whole voting blocks because they plan on remaining in power.
And they said they would in Project 2025.
And nobody listened. Somebody wrote this big ass manifesto, and you think that it wasn't going to be in play? You got people, brother, that are saying that, hey, you did this or you did that crime. And you're sitting there denying it. It didn't happen. So why did we believe that, oh, I have disavowed knowledge of this. I don't know about this. I've never heard of that. I don't know anything about that. But now all of a sudden you look down the list and a great multitude of these things have been implemented.
Yeah.
You know, books banned. That was one. You know, books banned.
Yeah.
You know, that was one of them. You have things like, you know, the voting rights being minimized.
Yeah.
You know.
It starts small. It always starts small. But I don't want it to be all doom and gloom here either. Because from up on my observatory, I do see messages of people who are waking up, and they're waking up to the fact that this world is cruel, but it is still worth saving. And that this world is harsh, but it is not beyond redemption.
Right.
You know, we see a lot of people talking about waking up from the Matrix. We hear a lot. I hear a lot about people saying, man, I feel like we're in a different timeline right now because we're all remembering shit that we remembered yesterday that they're saying ain't true. Something ain't right. I hear a lot about people saying, well, you know what? I'm going to make a nest egg for me and my family so that if shit hits the fan, at least I got an umbrella in front of me to shield me.
Yeah. Yeah.
So this world is not without hope. And I don't want to sit here and assume or pretend like evil gonna win, because it won't. That's what I believe.
Right. That's why I say, bro, you know, at the end of the day, dog, you know, you more than likely are gonna find yourself on the wrong side of the fence if you keep being just distracted, wasting your money, you know, not saving, not planning, not teaming up, not trying to find a partner, trying
and
to do
not
everything
learning.
your fucking self, especially women. I'm gonna tell you now, women, you gonna try to be that old single shit by yourself
In the new world?
and shit hit the fan? Oh, you gonna be kissing motherfucking ass to try to make it happen.
Yeah.
Yo, you gonna be in your soft element then.
Yeah.
So find you somebody, I'm gonna tell you like this here. Find you somebody good, find you somebody reliable. You know you got a pattern of who you like. Men, you know you got a pattern of women of who you like.
Yeah.
Find you, let's break that chain. You want the top 10%, he can't take out all y'all.
Yeah.
Gonna be a select 1 or 2, maybe 3 each man on the top 1% that's gonna keep 2 or 3 of y'all around. The rest of y'all gonna, oh, now I wanna go back to Darryl and I divorced him to go. Yeah, that don't lie. He got Samantha in there now. Samantha know how to shut up, not nagging. Samantha know how to, you know, play her role, and she wants just peace.
Yeah.
And provide that man peace.
She cooks, she cleans, she takes care of the kids, but she also brings something of value. You know, she might work a little bit.
Right.
You know,
right.
she does good things.
You know, at the end of the day, man, you know, you don't want to motherfucking be caught up in this world that what is coming or the way that they're trying to set it up anyway. You need to be trying to find you somebody reliable.
Correct.
You need to be trying to find you somebody reliable that you can count on that you can get to team up with you and treat you right, not beat on you.
Yeah.
You know, that's all you can ask for.
And when you see those red flags come up early, you can't stand there and, well, it's okay. I'll just stick around with it. No, because then you're going to be in the same boat.
Yeah. I mean, that's just part of it, man. So at the end of the day, man, you know, we back, you know, man, we kicking this thing off in 2026. It's going to be, I promise you guys, this is going to be special guests galore. It's going to be a season like you never thought. And we got some special things going up for those that are, you know, in H-Town, or y'all can travel H-Town that weekend of Juneteenth. Y'all need to tap in, man. We're going to be down there at Calendar's Lounge, man, with a special event going down on Calendar's Lounge. And we stay tuned. We're going to be having some special guests in the building. You know, me and the Prez should be in the building that day. It's going to be a lot of guests, man. We got, you know, we ain't going to announce them. Y'all going to see the flyer, and it's going down in a major way. But, you know, we back, man. The Ryl Talk podcast is back live in effect, man. And we're going to continue bringing this heat. You know, shout out to the team, man, that's helping us with this whole thing and get this thing pushed out consistently.
Yeah.
And we just expect to bring you guys some shit that you know gonna enjoy. And what we are gonna do, because shout out to the Real Texans Talk. If y'all fuck with that, y'all go tap into the Real Texans Talk too, man. Great content for the team, and y'all will see me, you know, all getting the vibes of all the fan bases from Cali to New York, wherever you're from. You come into H-Town, man, we getting the pulse of the team. You can tap into the Blastoff _entertainment website on page on IG. We got the Blastoff the Blastoff Entertainment channel on the blastofent.com on the internet, so you can go there for the website. We're going to be upgrading that just all over social media, TikTok and Blastoff _entertainment on TikTok, wherever, man, you get your socials, man. President at President with an I at the
Presidential
end.
With an
I on X, man. He gonna be more active on there too, man. You know, you got to start. You know, You know,
I'm very wary about X, but yes, that is right.
Yeah, and you know, man.
But also, don't forget to hit up our email. Don't forget to reach out to us
at blastoffent.com. And I promise you guys, what we're gonna start doing is we're gonna start bringing these live interviews. We're going to be able to interact, and we want you guys to call in, man, because that's going to make it even more better, man. And we've been saying that since the beginning.
Yeah.
But I promise you, this season, we're going to bring live interviews on the internet where we're going to have, you know, the guests to be able to call in, comment. We can read comment, all of that. We want to make this thing as interactive as possible, you know. But, you know, hey, Prez, you know, man, this is our first one, bro, and back for the season. And
chapter 3.
Chapter 3. We're gonna have some special guests lined up, man, and it's going down, man. Yeah, bro. You got anything to say to close this thing out today, bro?
I just want to thank you all again for, you know, reaching out to us. Thank you all again for the great content ideas. And of course, we're gonna keep our satellites pointed at that blue planet. We're always listening to that celestial racket, that cosmic choir. That is you, people of Earth. We love you. We really want to hear the chaos and the stories and the dramas and everything like that. So just keep hitting our line, you know, and tap in with us. This is 2026, baby, and we're going to make it happen again.
That's right. That's right, man. Hey, man, again, man, y'all be sure to follow on IG at Blastoff _entertainment, on X at Blastoff _ENT, at Presidential with the I, Presidential with the L being the I. The very last letter, spell Presidential how you normally spell it, but just instead of the L, put the I. We're working on getting that updated so we can make more, but right now that's what it is. TikTok at Blastoff_NAT. Follow the YouTube channel, man. Great content from all over. It's a this is and it's gonna be more content coming, different kind of content. We're bringing up different. We're working on different bringing up different platforms coming up soon. I'll be working with somebody y'all know, Goody Motor Entertainer, man, Goody Motor Comedian. We working on a sports show that we're gonna bring that into the play too, man. Coming on the sports season coming up. Like I said, we got this event coming up June 19th. Y'all stay tapped in. And we love you guys, man. We glad to be back. We better than ever, man. It won't slow down. And we're broadcasting live from a secret location on Mars, baby. Peace out, man. We love you. We got it here, baby. Peace.